Hello everyone, I'm Marina and Nails Sakramel School. Welcome to our pedicure segment. Please give it a big thumbs up to make pedicure videos more frequent. Today we will be talking about mistakes. Pedicure mistakes made at each of the steps. Our technique greatly affects the pedicure quality, as well as whether it will last long enough. The first mistake is a removal one. The thing is that a removal technique here differs from the manicure one. We can't turn and adjust toes, as we do it with fingers, so the technique is slightly different. We can move up and down, or go from right to left, but the sides are quite hard to reach. So we can switch the rotation direction to reverse and go in the opposite direction. Make sure to lean on with the pinky finger, so as not to overfile the toenail. Some nail techs believe that toenails are harder and overfiling them is no big deal. But it may result in the arch deformation, ingrowns, and other toenail issues. So we need to remove the coating layer by layer, not reaching the base coat. Take your time. Remove the color first, and then move on to the base coat. Now we switch the rotation direction and go the opposite way, removing the coating. This way we won't overfile the sides. Note that overfiling may also cause cracks in the ingrown points. The next mistake is removing the length. We use nippers with flat blades to make a straight cut on the free edge. It's crucial not to make round corners on toenails. No oval shapes here. A soft square is not an option either. We need a straight free edge. The shape should match the distal fold. We can make the corners slightly rounder, or rather duller to be more exact. Just make sure they are not scratchy, but don't round them off. Guide by the central part of the nail. Leave about ½ millimeter in the center. The next mistake is cutting nail folds. But here's a life hack that will help you to avoid that. Buff sharp edges of a file. And make sure not to tilt the file down. We find a comfortable position for a client. But if we file it like this, we may cut the nail fold. Slightly tilt the toe down and form a 90-degree angle with the file. Just don't get under the nail. This way you won't cut the nail fold. Next up we have asymmetrical filing. We can touch it up after a coating, but we should always guide by the second phalange. Some toes are naturally curved, so we need to adjust a toe to make sure it's straight and file the free edge perpendicularly to the second phalange. The fourth mistake is opening the cuticle. There is no need to get too deep with an orange stick. We don't open up the cuticle pocket here. It's not a manicure. Not only is it unnecessary, but it can also be dangerous. We turn the orange stick sideways, since the tip is too sharp, and gently lift up the cuticle. Make sure that it does not get stuck. Then you have lifted up the cuticle well. If the orange stick stops, just push the cuticle a little bit more. If the cuticle is stuck, use a safe drill bit to lift it up. It will be the best option. The next mistake is a wrong drill bit position. It shouldn't touch the sides of the nail. Otherwise, they will get thinner and crack. We need to turn the drill bit away from the nail and file the skin only. Try to use the tip of the drill bit, so as not to overfile the nail plate. The sixth mistake is skipping a curette. A curette is a pedicure tool that helps to remove all the excess skin. It also reveals leftover corners and ingrown nails. Now we can see a mistake of a previous nail technician. there is a leftover corner that we need to remove. Always make sure to check your work with a curette, especially on deep-set toenails with voluminous nail folds. People doing their pedicures at home often skip this step, which in turn results in filing mistakes or leftover skin under the nail. As a result, there are ingrown nails that are really painful. Next up is a wrong drill bit angle. We don't use the tip of the drill bit since it's non-abrasive and has a different rotation. We need to form a 30-degree angle. Besides, make sure to lean on with your finger. It may be either pinky or ring finger, just like we do it in a manicure. If we don't lean on, we can easily overfile the nail. Same for a pedicure. Here we thin down the skin locally, and it gets rough in some areas. But leaning on with our finger, we can control the pressure that we put on the handle. To make sure we polish the skin nicely and efficiently. The next one is a foot filing mistake. We guide by the skin pattern. Make crossing or rounding moves. We don't just move up and down. The skin pattern is different. And when the skin regenerates, these areas will be rough. Make sure to touch the skin. Another mistake is guiding only by the skin color. Some nail techs try to remove all the yellow parts, but it's not always necessary. Touch the skin. It should feel elastic and smooth. The more of it we file off, the thinner it will get. And that will result in a faster regeneration. The last but not least is skipping a polishing step. We can do it with water or use a non-alkaline remover. This step helps to seal the nail scales and make sure our pedicure lasts really long. Do you make any of these mistakes? Please share them in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe and check out more pedicure videos. Success in your work. Good luck. Bye-bye.